Hello everyone, it's Yvonne back to do your bonus read with the Tarot Mucha. I didn't have a great night's sleep last night and I was up about 2 o'clock and watched a movie, as seems to be the case lately. Then I went back to sleep and I have a doorbell because I live in a fairly big unit. It's 2-story and I can't always hear people at the door, so I have a doorbell. And my doorbell went off about 5 o'clock. And I remember laying there thinking if it was anything important, somebody would ring again. It never rang again. It goes off by itself, along with my iPad and my iPhone. Just the way things are. So I went back to sleep for a little while again, which is really unusual for me. And I didn't wake up till after 6, which really is quite a big sleep in. So I'm a little bit sort of slow today because I haven't really got into the rhythm, the rhythm of the day yet. I've been having so much fun. We use like a Surface Pro for the work I do, and my Surface Pro also chucked a wobbler on me in the last few days and decided to start to fall apart apparently. So it may take several days for that to come in too. So I'm limboing with everything at the moment on that sticky place that Spirit puts you when it's time to grow by making sure you can't do much else. So something's going on in the universe. All right, let's see what's going on in your bonus reading. Oh, loving this card. Okay, so we have the Chariot card here. Now the Chariot is the card of forward movement. Generally after a period of being sort of stuck, it is the card of Cancer. So if you're dealing with a Cancer, it looks like there's some forward movement here, definitely. Okay, well, there you go. If you're dealing with a Cancer, that's also the sign of Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. So strong Cancerian energy in this reading this morning. Someone coming in to make you an offer, someone coming in to offer a brand new start, someone who wants something solid, brand new start of a relationship. For some of you, this could be a job offer. Or an offer of investment, a study offer, can be anything, but it's something that's long term and something that's going to bring in a net worth. So something very substantial here. Whoa, okay. Maybe for some of you, this is going to be a bit of a surprise. So if you're dealing with someone at the moment that you feel that you have some sort of connection with, it looks like they're coming in to make an offer here. But something in this offer is going to pretty much knock your world sideways. This can be an epiphany. It can be a realization. For some of you, it feels to me like somebody's offering you something that perhaps you thought you would never see. It can also be a realization that you've manifested something to fruition. But something in this tower is breaking down. Oh my goodness, I want to cry. That's just beautiful. So we have the Queen of Cups at the end of all this. So there's some very divine energy here in this reading that talks about someone coming towards, look at this, coming towards the person that they believe is their person. Again, very, very straightforward energy here. With the Ace of Pentacles, that's something really, really potent. But really, it's like somebody's done something that's insurmountable or unbelievable here. And I feel that's where this Tower comes in. It's sort of like, perhaps you always thought this was too much, too big a stretch, but whatever this is, it's coming in. Someone's coming in with an offer. All right, let's get on with the reading and see what's going on. Okay, so we're going to start. Sometimes I think that Spirit is a little bit amusing because we're starting with the Hanged Man, which was pretty much the last card on the last reading. So, and I'm using a different deck. So the Hanged Man's coming through here saying that there needs to be some sort of time out here. The Hanged Man talks about being in a waiting space, looking for enlightenment, trying to understand how to move forward on something, but sort of being asked to contemplate, take time out here to really decide on what sort of future you want here, what's the answer, how to move forward. That whatever this tower is, it's going to throw you into a little bit of a loop here, because I feel that you've got this sort of decision to make here and you're not really sure where to go. All right, let's have a good look. I feel like lately the bonus reads have been very, very karmic and very much about love of the last few days. It's quite interesting how that happens. Okay, so we have a brand new start here. Someone feels very, very passionate about you here. There's a definite, very strong, passionate connection. Something very physical attraction. But the passion goes beyond here. It's very, very strong. Okay, so we have the Strength card coming through. Some of you dealing with Leo here, or Pisces. I feel that someone here has been working very, very heavily with their dark side, with their shadow. So you may have been doing shadow work, but it could be possible your person has been too. There's a very strong feeling here of being able to tame something, to work with something that you have that perhaps is, I mean, for some of you, this could be, you know, a low self-esteem, low confidence. But there seems to be a very strong feeling here that this is what's put things in motion. We also have two major arcanas on the table too, with an ace, which is a very strong indication that this is going now in the right direction. But there has been some work done here, definitely. That's what's helped it move forward. All right, so we have the Five of Pentacles. So somebody felt left out in the cold. There may have been a certain degree of separation between the two of you. And that was to allow you here to do the work that needed to be done. I have a feeling this is both of you here. Could be childhood wounds, abandonment issues, especially with this Five of Pentacles. But there's definitely this feeling that there had to be some change before things could move forward. And that's change, I think, in both, not just in one. You've got someone here, this, you know, feeling of total abandonment, fear, absolute fear of being left alone here, fear of not getting what you want too. So you may have been working on your spirituality here and trusting that the universe was going to provide, because there's a strong feeling here that you feared that you would be alone or never find anyone. That's maybe why the Tower's coming through too. Okay, so we have the Devil card. All right, now we've got all the major arcanas like yesterday. Same thing. Something very powerful going on in the universe at the moment, and I feel this is because we're right before this new eclipse. And my understanding is there's a lot of things that will be tied up with the new eclipse, and there's movement here. The Devil card talks about a lot of things. You know me, I love the Devil card. It's so expressive. It's also the card of Capricorn. There's a feeling here that somebody was bound to something. Actually, there's a feeling that both of you have been bound to something. One person's been bound to this idea, this fear of being abandoned, perhaps being alone, not finding someone. But it feels to me like the other person may have had a fear as well. Both of this may be like go back to childhood trauma here. And that fear here is evident with this Devil card. Codependency here. So there seems to have been a very strong attachment to things here that you've allowed to let go. Wow, okay, let's keep going. All right, so I have the Five of Cups. So it's definitely about your past energies. And the Eight of Pentacles is here too. So this tells me that both are now ready to work on what they need to work on. This is sort of letting go of the past here. Letting go of your past pain, past hurts, past energies. Often when the Five of Cups comes out, we immediately go to letting go of people. But this isn't. This is letting go of your energies, your beliefs, your core beliefs, your feelings of not being able to get what you want. Being able to let all that go. So you may have worked very, very hard on some of these things here with this Strength card. To let things go. To really let things go, though. Four of Pentacles. Letting things go. Let it go. But letting it go. You know, we do have the King of Pentacles here as well. So someone's ready. Someone's ready. They're financially ready. They're ready to provide. They are ready to be the person you need them to be here. They're ready to be a husband, long-term partner. They may have invested themselves in work. Maybe this is why this has taken a little while to come to fruition. Somebody's been building up their wealth here. But not just building up their wealth, building up their personal energy, getting ready to move forward here. Absolutely. And we do have the Eight of Cups coming through. So I feel like somebody's walked away from something here after putting in a lot of energy to understand these issues around their own thinking, own way of being. Very, very strong feeling here of attachment and abandonment. Somebody's been able to let go of that. Done a lot of work here. And I really feel that it's both of you, but I feel like you both had perhaps slightly different. It doesn't feel exactly the same for both. It's possible that one of you could have already been working on some of these issues here. But someone's walked away from something here with this Eight of Cups. Yeah, they've made this decision. Hermiting. All major arcanas again. Conflict. They've walked away from something very, very difficult here. That has taken them a lot to walk forward. They've been in a very dark place, so they've pulled through. I feel like they've made the decision here to walk away from something that wasn't emotionally serving them, but something that may have been very, could have been very abusive, but they've walked away. They've had their victory, made this decision. I do note there's quite a lot of blue in this card, which always makes me think throat chakra. So someone's found their voice here. They found their power. They've walked into their power. But after a period of time. So I feel like if this is your reading, this may have been quite a long time here in between. This person's made a decision, but this Hermit card feels to me like it could have been a substantial amount of time since you saw or had contact with them. Somebody's found their inner light here. They found what makes them tick. They found out who they are. Oh, okay. I think this is quite interesting. I've got two cards this morning. Sometimes I'll read two, and other times I think it's not necessary. But sometimes when I get two, it means that one will be your story and one will be your person's story. This is riding the cosmic wave, and I talk about this all the time because this is about working with the universe rather than fighting against it. So if you're in the space of understanding the attachment, releasing attachment, and allowing the universe to do this for you, then this is how you do it, by just riding the cosmic wave. It's about giving the energy up to the universe and allowing them to do the work. So the Oracle brings a message. This is a time to work hard, and there is a time to work hard, and a time to allow the fruits of one's labour to manifest, when one may be carried by forces set in motion by the energy of life itself. You can now let go and move further, reach further with less effort. Now is the time to give yourself permission to stop paddling and instead just ride the wave. Give in, let go, and be moved. So I think that's for whoever that's for. And then we have here, Sweet Soul Rising, which is card number 20. So I feel like this may be the first one's your card, and the second card may be for the person you're dealing with. You may feel lost in your own thoughts and feelings. This is the sweetness of a surrender into another world. It's time to dream, to wonder, not to be clear and sharp right at this precise moment. If you have a clear plan, let it become soft and feel your heart open to allowing whatever may be. We might believe that it is through tough action and dynamic assertiveness that we make our way through the world. Yet sometimes the sweetness of the soul rises, and instead we can flow gently with the currents of the cosmic ocean, unsure of where we're headed, but safe in the truth that all waters naturally return to the ocean, where they are all wanting to go eventually anyway. You can use your own efforts to swim to your destination against the current at times, or you can float on the sweet love of your own soul as it enjoys the privilege of getting to know itself as one with the divine. They both mean the same, don't they? This oracle brings you guidance now. Surrender and flow. This is not the time to assert your will and try to make things happen. No matter how much you want to or believe that you should, there is something bigger happening, and everything is going to turn out perfectly according to a far larger plan. That includes your well-being too, beloved. Sometimes we have to let go of our expectations about how that bigger plan will be achieved and just let it happen, trusting that it will actually take place even without us striving to make it so. This is one of those times. So both of those cards, both talking about moving away, letting it go, and letting the universe do its work. Have a great day.